try that alternative medicine they're all talking about.
Who's all talking about?
Everybody.
Who?
They're all talking about it.
I haven't heard them.
You don't listen, do you? You sit there, you don't hear nothing. There's things going on all round you. You don't see them, you don't hear them. New things coming in, old things going out.
I wish you would.
The whole world's changing. You don't know the first thing that's going on today.
All right, what's going on today?
Look, didn't you ever hear the expression where it's at?
Where who's at?
Where the world's at.
I've got my own hat.
Not that! You're thick, you are. Where it is I'm talking about, where it's all happening.
Here, you watch what you're doing with my wheelchair.
I'm watching it. Where it is, I'm saying where it's happening.
Where what's happening?
New things, new technological advances, new sciences.
What do you know about sciences?
Oh, I listen, don't I? I listen. Keep my ears open, don't I?
You should wash behind them. You've got soap behind that one. Something else that's not soap.
Where? Where?
It's been there for several days.
Where?
Well, go and wash behind them. You'll have potatoes growing behind them soon.
I'll have a wash in a minute. When I finish this, I'll have a bath.
Oh, I'll put the flags out.
Look, I bath as much as anyone else does.
Yeah, but not so often.
I bath regular.
Christmas is regular.
Never mind about Christmas. I had a bath last Friday, didn't I?
Don't overdo it.
Look, I keep myself clean, my dear, but I don't have no fads about sitting in a bath every day, washing all the natural oils out of your skin.
No fear of that happening to you.
I mean, them oils is put there to protect you, ain't they? They're nature's way of weatherproofing you.
Oh. Is that one of your new sciences?
Oh, that is thick, that is. That is the sign of someone who's really thick, that is, to sit and scoff at things you don't understand. That's why men like Galileo was martyred and hung from crosses because of people like you.
Didn't he believe in bathing either?
Galileo was scoffed at because he said the world was round and not flat. They laughed at him, jeered at him, people like you in their ignorance.
I've never said the world wasn't round.
No, not now, you wouldn't.
But I'm pleased that the bit that we use is flat.
Anyway, your Queen swears by it.
What?
Alternative medicine. So's Prince Charles. He swears by it too, and them people ain't daft. They know what's good for them.
Well, I've got my own doctor.
But so has she. So has the Majesty the Queen got her own doctor, a Sir something or other, a Knight of the Realm doctor, a best the money can buy doctor. If he can't cure her and keep her happy, she don't mess about. She don't take no chances like you do. She asks for a second opinion, a third, a fourth, a fifth opinion if she fancies it. She plays the field, she does. If there's anything, the slightest bit wrong with that woman, she has armies of them up the palace there, queuing up they are, lining up to give it a once-over. And if one of them, any of them, makes the slightest little mistake, off with his royal. Yes. Banished from the court. Back to the National Health with all the rest of the rubbish. Still, despite all that top-class medical aid, she still dabbles in your alternative medicine. Swears by it, she does. That's why she's always so fit and healthy, not like you.
Ah, well, she ain't got my legs, has she?
Of course she ain't got your legs, my dear. She wouldn't want your legs, would she? She wouldn't put up with your legs, would she?
She don't have to put up with my legs, does she? Because she's got all her armies of doctors to put up with my legs if she had them.
She has also got her alternative medicine because she ain't got a closed-up mind like what you have. Blimey. First doctor you see, any doctor you see, you treat him like God, you do. I mean, they say your legs are no good no more. You can't walk. You've got to sit in a wheelchair and be pushed around for the rest of your life, and you bloody well believe them, didn't you? Anything they say, you take it as gospel.
I didn't need a doctor to tell me my legs were no good anymore. I didn't need anyone to tell me I couldn't walk properly anymore. I knew that myself. I went to the doctor to find out why they didn't work anymore. Why it was hard to walk on them.
And you believed what he told you?
Well, he was our Street consultant. What do you expect me to do, call him a liar?
Would have asked a second opinion.
I didn't need one.
But blimey, he's only a Harley Street consultant, isn't he? Not bloody God, is he? If he was any good as a Harley Street consultant, he was any good as a Harley Street consultant, he wouldn't have to come down here and work on a national health. He could stay up there in Harley Street and make his fortune, couldn't he?
Yeah. You know what you're doing?
Do you want to do it? Right. Well, these will come in handy for something. These.
Take them off for?
I'm trying to strip down a wheelchair, make it easier to push, and these are for your hands, aren't they? For pushing the wheelchair with your hands. You don't do that, do you?
No.
No, that's all superfluous weight, isn't it?
That's not ours.
Well, it is while we're in charge of it.
Look, you have to give it back when we've done with it.
We'll cross that bridge. Look, you won't be here when we have to give it back, will you? But while you are here, I'm trying to make it a bit easier to push tonight. Come on, try it.
I can't sit in it like that.
Try it.
No, won't be comfortable. Nowhere to put my feet, no armrest, no cushion.
That's marvellous, isn't it, eh? You're so bloody selfish, you are. That's all you think of. Self. It's me that's got to push the bloody thing, isn't it? Bloody council to make them too heavy in the first place. Look at it. Bloody thing's got no design.
It was comfortable.
Comfort, that's all you think about, isn't it? Comfort. What about my comfort, eh? My comfort when I have to push you in the bloody thing. A lot of what's wrong with you, my dear, is old age.
I know a lot of what's wrong with me is old age. Not old age that's wrong with my legs. Your legs are no younger. Your legs are as old as mine. You seem to have to no bother walking about on them. Except when you're drinking that stuff.
Alternative medicine, my dear.
Alternative medicine. Is that what the Queen swears by?
No, but her mother does. She's fit enough. She's older than you. I don't have to push her around in the wheelchair. And she's still got all her marbles, hasn't she? This stuff will do you more good than all the pills that Quack will shove down your throat if you let him. Remedy, this stuff, isn't it? Old Scottish remedy. Brewed up in your islands. As remedy against raw mornings and even colder nights. And why do you think your jocks put it in their porridge, eh? Because you're wearing nothing but a kilt, my dear. You need something warming going down here, don't you? This will kill any germs, this will.
Kill you too, if you don't ease up on it.
Yeah. I wouldn't mind a quid for all the colds and influenzas drinking this stuff has prevented me from getting.
You've always got colds.
Well, there's a lot of colds about, my dear, isn't there? Can't avoid all of them. I mean, there's times when I'm not drinking this stuff, isn't there?
What times?
Well, It's when you're sleeping in the middle of the night, your germs are liable to attack you. 4 o'clock in the morning, my dear. Now, you ask any doctor, that's when you're at your lowest ebb. It's when the germs attack you, when any protection you might have got off of this stuff has been, like, disappeared. When your defences are down, my dear. Now, I've had colds, admit that I've had them. But think of all the colds I might have had if I haven't had this stuff to fend them off with.
You really believe in that stuff, don't you?
Well, I ain't found much else worth believing in, my dear. Tell you the truth. I mean, I wouldn't say nothing against religion, you know. But your Lord drank, didn't he, eh? Yes, he did. I mean, you may not need a drink up there in heaven, but while he was down here on earth, he soon discovered he needed a drink. Only as he was, he found out he couldn't live with us and put up with what we have to put up with without having a few. Oh, blimey, drove him to drink, we did. I bet his mum said to him, I wish you wouldn't go down there and mix with those people. You always come back up here drunk.
I suppose that's going to stay like that now, is it?
Come on. Hurry up. I'm pushing this thing, I'm going faster than you lot. Oh, put a white line down the middle of the pavement, that's what I ought to do. Fast lane, slow lane. I can't put up with much more of this, I tell you. My legs will give out soon, you'll see. They ought to give us a power wheelchair. That's what they'll give us. Like the one we see the other day.
They won't give me a power chair. Not while I've got you.
It's not only my legs, my dear, my back and all now. My bloody back is killing me.
Well, never mind. Soon be home, then you can have a nice sit down.
Move it! Oh. I'm going to see him about a power wheelchair. I can't go on like this.
You won't get one. It's all the cutbacks. It's your Mrs. Thatcher. She don't like lame dogs. She wants everyone to stand on their own feet.
Now, shut up about Mrs. Thatcher.
Never mind. Perhaps Labour will win the next election, and that nice Mr. Kinnett will spend more money on the health service.
Labour? Looking after themselves, that's what they'll be doing. Feathering his own, that's what your nice Mr. Kinnock will be doing. Same as your nice Mr. Harold Wilson and your nice James Callaghan. Yeah. They both done better under Labour, yeah, but nobody else did they? Darling Harold Wilson, he was flogging peerages to anyone with £100,000 to spare.
Has Heath got a boat?
Yeah, Michael Foot. I admitted all he was after was a new overcoat, but he never got it, did he? Stuff bag. They're all in it for themselves, bloody politicians, isn't it? Blimey, becoming a prime minister in this country now is better than winning the polls, and we can't even get a power wheelchair. Bloody Labour Party. Blimey, they didn't have nothing when they first come to power. Not one of them. Not even a pot of piss in, and now look at them. Morning up there in the House of Commons, putting £30,000, £40,000 a year that don't do nothing for nobody.
They don't get 40,000 a year.
They may not admit to getting it, my dear, but what they say they get and what they bung in their own pockets is two entirely different things, isn't it? It's your perks, my dear, your perks. That's where it's at. Your perks. Ready money. It's where the real money is, isn't it? Your ones, Nelsons. Your Nelson Eddies, my dear, your Reddies. Cash in the pocket and no questions asked. It stands to reason you can't tell me them Labourites can afford to live up there the way they do, hobnobbing with all your eye and what they're supposed to be earning. They ain't got nothing of their own, they ain't got no private fortunes, not your Not like your real Tories, eh? Look at them now. Look at them up there. Your bloody Labour and your STP. All living in £500,000 penthouses in the Royal Borough of Wapping.
The Royal Borough?
Well, it soon will be when they've moved in, won't it? Oh, yeah, get rid of us, condemn our houses, get us out, and then build penthouses for themselves. They didn't have no money to spare to improve our housing when we lived there, but they soon found the money for themselves, didn't they? And why? I'll tell you why. Because it's near your parliament, that's why, just across the water, innit? I suppose one of them looked out the window one day and thought, oh, that'd be a handy place to live, you Wapping. Oh, yeah, get that lot out what's living there, evict them, smarten the place up a bit. Oh, yeah, very adjacent up here, oh, very adjacent. Wouldn't even need a telephone, just shout. Well, you know how water carries. Anything doing over there today? Nothing, right, I think I'll have a little lay-in. All right, everyone's got to earn a living, I admit that. They want to make a career in politics, all right. But don't go around like bloody saints and make out they're doing it for our sakes. The balls the world up for our sakes. I lived in the borough of Wapping, man and boy, 68 years. I've served under 14 prime ministers. And I've been bloody poor on every one of them.
Let it worry you.
Don't let it worry me.
You let everything worry you.
I don't let Don't let nothing worry me. Whoa, let them play their European Cup on their own. Won't be European Cup without us, will it? The bloody Wogs Cup. Banning us out of Europe. They didn't want us banned out of Europe when Hitler was around, did they? Hey, it was all hello, Tommy, and come over here, have a drink, Tommy, and voulez-vous, have a come ce soir, Tommy, and come and liberate us. Now it's all piss off, Tommy, isn't it? We should have left them to Hitler, mate, that's what. He'd have given them hooligans. He'd have given them bloody football, all right. And I'll tell you something else. If old Gorbachev starts, see, your bloody Russians start, it'll all be, come back, Tommy, all is forgiven, Tommy.
But the hooligans, man, the hooligans.
All right, string them up if you like. I don't mind, string them up. I've got nothing, I don't hold with hooligans, mon. Don't hold with hooligans at all, but they are our hooligans, aren't they? They're our bleeding hooligans, and we know how to handle our own hooligans. Don't need a load of bleating foreigners telling us how to handle our own hooligans, do we?
Mr. Garnett, will you come over, please?
Is that you, man?
I cannot understand my own language, John. Oh, oh. Giving me chip, that is. Oh.
No smoking, if you don't mind, Mr. Garnett.
Am I smoking it? Can you see smoke coming out of it? I'm not smoking it, my dear, because there's nothing in it. I don't get enough out of you lot to smoke it.
Your wife is incapacitated.
She can't walk. She's a cripple.
Rheumatoid arthritis, I believe.
So the quack says.
Mr. Doggerel, your wife's consultant, is a very distinguished specialist in that particular disease, Mr. Garnett.
So he says.
You don't think so?
Well, I don't know if he's or ain't no more than you do, missus. We have to take his word for that, don't we? Only his mates and those who work with him know how good or bad he is, and they won't blab, will they? Conspiracy of silence, innit? All I know is, from what I've seen of him, I'm not over the moon about him.
He's a clever man.
Oh, well, they're all clever men, ain't they, eh? I mean, if they was half as clever as they say they are, as they claim to be, we'd all live forever, wouldn't we? But we don't, do we? See, all I know is this, missus. When my wife first went to see your Mr. Doggerel, she couldn't walk, could she? See, and now, after pushing her up and down to the hospital and back and wearing out 3 pairs of boots seeing your Mr. Doggerel, she still can't walk. And if things go on the way they are going, pretty soon I won't be able to walk, will I? I'll finish up in a wheelchair with her. Now, I am not a clever consultant, missus, but I couldn't have done much worse than that, could I?
Well, nobody is claiming Mr. Doggerel or any other consultant can work miracles.
I'm
Mr.
not
Garnett.
coming here looking for miracles, missus. No one can do much for my wife's legs now. They're a write-off, I accept that. Whose fault it is, I'm not prepared to argue. I mean, her legs never be any good again. Not as legs, they won't. I accept that. I know that. They're too far gone. But if you want to do something for her, missus, if you want to give her a bit of quality of life, look after my legs. See, it's my legs she's got to rely upon now. It's my legs she needs, because my legs are more used to her than her own legs are, aren't they? Use your noddle, missus. Save my legs. That's what you got to do. Save my legs. Give her a power wheelchair. Something I don't have to push. Something that'll save my legs.
I'm sorry, Mr. Garnett. I understand your position and I sympathise with it. But unfortunately for you, I hasten to add, Mrs. Garnett is not incapacitated enough to qualify for a powered chair.
Why not?
Well,
Because she's got me, ain't she? Hey, her loving husband, her living relative. Bloody muggins, that's all. Listen, when I retired after 65 years of slog and paying thousands of pounds to you lot, I didn't bargain on getting a job harder than the one I retired from, the one I was too old to do. No. I didn't bargain on being turned into a bloody workhorse, tethered to a wheelchair for the rest of my life. You treat me like an unpaid social worker, you are. How would she be if she didn't have me, eh?
A lot happier, I should think.
Shut up.
If Mrs. Garnett didn't have you, she'd probably qualify for a powered chair.
Yes, but because I live with her. Because she's mine and I love her. I got to push her, ain't I? Well, it ain't bloody fair, that's all I got to say. Look, if I left her in a lurch, if I divorced her, if I lived in sin with her, she'd get a power wheelchair out of you lot, wouldn't she? But it's not bloody right, is it? And ain't fair. All right, I'll do it. I'll divorce her. I'll live in sin with her. And I'll write to the Archbishop of Canterbury. And I'll tell him I've been forced to live in sin with my own wife to get a wheelchair out of the DH bloody SS. SS is right. Zico! Zico! I like this.
The 655 FS Deluxe Powered Chair, sir.
6.5 special, eh? How's it go?
Direct drive, sir, by reduction gears with no chain or belt.
Oh, yeah.
Equipped with both electrical and mechanical release to allow freewheeling whenever required. Top speed, 20 miles an hour. Adjustable from 0.57 to 12 degrees or 21% with 250 pounds load, depending on road surface or conditions.
You mean, you don't have to push it?
Push it? No, sir, this is the Ferrari of wheelchairs.
Save your legs, this, wouldn't it, eh?
Save them?
I mean, if you had nothing wrong with your legs, like, save them. What I mean is... Oh, sugar and all. You wouldn't have to be a cripple, you know, like, to get the benefit out of one of these, would you? I mean... Oh, I wouldn't mind driving around one of these. Be a pleasure, that would. Has he got a top?
Top.
Yeah, like, you know, roof. You know, like cover, keep the rain off, like on them golf carts.
It's not a golf cart.
I can tell that, I can see that, but it'd be handy if you play golf, though, wouldn't it?
People who need these don't play golf.
No. Of course, I have been thinking about taking up golf. It's all that walking puts me off. Do you mind if I have a trial run round the block in this?
No, sir. Oh, no.
You don't mind?
No, we don't let them out, sir.
Well, you should. Be a lot of shoppers would pay a fortune to hire one of these for the day. It'd save their legs, wouldn't it?
Well, if you're not going to buy it, sir...
I didn't say I wasn't going to buy it, did I? Wouldn't have come in here in the first place if I wasn't going to buy it.
It's £2,500. Now, can you afford that? That's a lot of money.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a lot of money, yeah. But not for someone who's just won the pools, eh? It's not a lot of money to a man who's just won £200,000 on a football pools. Not to a man whose wife is all crippled up with rheumatoid arthritis and who's just come into a fortune and he wants to buy his wife a present, eh?
You should have said, sir. A little run round the block, would you? I'm sure that'll be all right. A pleasure, sir.
Yeah, well,
It's all yours.
I'm a little busy at the moment. You put it aside for me. I'll be back.
Certainly, sir.
I'm just off out to post me football pools. And if I win, I'll probably come back and buy that. Watch out!
I'm not getting in that.
Don't worry about the smoke. It's just
I'm
warming
not
up.
getting in that.
Just not getting in there and try it.
I'm
It'll save me pushing it, wouldn't it?
not getting in it.
I'm blimey, look, I'll show you. There's nothing to worry about. Look, just pull this over here like that.
Be careful now.
That's all right. There we go. Where's the brake?
He didn't ask for a break.
Where's the brake?
Here. Winston brought you these chocolate. Wasn't that nice?
Oh, so.
You all right?
I've got a little bit of pain, but I'm all right.
They'll be coming over to us in a moment, all right?
Yeah. Here. Be on the BBC News in a minute. Yeah. They said I'm hero the way I foiled them bank robbers, you know. Here I am, they said, you know, well, drove my wheelchair right into them, didn't I?
You were very brave.
Well, you don't think time like that, do you? Don't think, you know. Just do what you got to do, you know what I mean? Yeah. I mean, you just don't think about your own personal safety in a situation like that. You just, you know, get stuck in. Wow. I mean, more people done that, more people got stuck in, there'd be less muggers and terrorists, I tell you.
Yes, you're very brave.
They reckon they'll get the George Medal because of this.
Well, you ought to get the Victoria Cross.
Your George Medal is your civilian Victoria Cross, Marigold. I don't know, you see.
You're so brave.
He's braver than he realizes.
Ah, well,
Listen, Bwana.
what?
I don't want to frighten you, right? But when all them villains see you on the television and realize that you is the one who caused them all that aggro, spoil up them little earner, put 3 of them mates away inside a prison, well, them is going to want to fix you, innit? I mean, them is hard men, you know. They don't like people give them aggro. And them you shooters too. Them will want to blow you away. Them will want to waste you. So listen, before you go on the television, You just make sure you make some nice little provisions for mommy here. Like take out some insurance or something. Because she's going to be all on her own. She is going to be a widow.
I'll be all right. Get my powered chair once he's gone.
Listen, did you see The Godfather? That film with Marlon Brando, where the mob is after him, and he's lying in bed like what you are. And his son, Al Pacino, smuggles him into another ward because the villains are creeping up the stairs to come and waste him, like what they're going to do to you. Has this bed got wheels on it? Well, we will move you. We are going to hide you.
He's gone all white.
This afternoon, in the East End of London, a daring armed bank raid was foiled by a brave man in a wheelchair. That man, Mr. Alfred
X! Mr. X!